My faithful champion, I see you standing at the door you have been knocking on in prayer. Your hands are tired from the knocking, your voice is weary from the calling, but your heart still carries that unshakable belief that when you knock, it will be opened. When you call, you will be answered. When you ask, you will receive. That persistence of yours brings joy to my heart. That unwavering faith in the face of closed doors tells me everything I need to know about who you are becoming. I see the weariness that has settled into your bones from the constant reaching, the constant asking, the constant believing when evidence suggests you should stop. I see how your knuckles have become raw from the knocking, how your throat has become hoarse from the calling, how your knees have become worn from the kneeling. But what moves my heart more than your physical exhaustion is your spiritual determination. What captures my attention more than your tired hands is your tireless heart. You have knocked during quiet hours when the world was still sleeping, when the house was quiet, when it was just you and me and your desperate need for breakthrough. You have called out to me in the middle of crowded rooms when everyone around you was laughing and celebrating, but your heart was heavy with burdens they could not see. You have asked with tears streaming down your face, with hope fighting against despair, with faith wrestling against doubt. There have been seasons when my love felt distant, when my presence seemed absent, when my concern appeared minimal. What you experienced as distance was actually the space I was creating for your faith to grow. What you interpreted as absence was actually the opportunity I was providing for your dependence on me to deepen. What you perceived as lack of concern was actually my confidence in your ability to persevere through the process that would prepare you for what I have planned. I have been closer than you realized, more involved than you imagined, more concerned than you understood. Every tear you cried in private was witnessed by me. Every prayer you whispered in desperation was heard by me. Every moment you felt alone was actually a moment when I was holding you so close that you could not tell where your strength ended and mine began. Events behind the scenes that you could not see have been orchestrated. Pieces have been moved into position that you were not aware of. People who will become part of your testimony have been prepared. Circumstances that will contribute to your breakthrough have been arranged. Work has been happening in ways that have been invisible to you, but essential for what is coming. Soon you will see evidence of my involvement that will take your breath away. You will discover connections that will amaze you. You will uncover preparations that will astound you. You will realize that what seemed like coincidence was actually coordination. What appeared to be luck was actually love. What looked like random timing was actually perfect timing, orchestrated by me. The people who will be part of your next chapter have already been prepared and positioned. The resources you will need for your next level have already been allocated and arranged. The opportunities that will present themselves have already been created and coordinated. The doors that will open have already been unlocked and are waiting for the moment when your preparation meets my provision. My presence will become so tangible that you will wonder how you ever doubted it. My reality will become so obvious that you will be amazed at how you questioned it. My power will be demonstrated so clearly that you will understand why the wait was necessary. My sovereignty will be revealed so completely that you will see how every detail worked together for your good. You will experience my love not just as a feeling in your heart, but as a force in your circumstances. You will encounter my presence not just as a sense of peace, but as a power that transforms your situation. You will witness my reality not just as a belief in your mind, but as evidence in your life that no one can deny or explain away. Your family will see the change in your countenance before they understand the change in your circumstances. They will notice the confidence in your step before they discover the reason for your confidence. They will observe the peace in your spirit before they comprehend the source of your peace. They will witness the joy in your heart before they realize the cause of your joy. Champion, you still have a journey ahead of you, but your destination is assured. You will arrive where I have planned for you to be, and you will triumph in my holy name. The blueprint for your future is already written. The resources for your success are already allocated. The doors that need to open are already being unlocked. What you receive with one hand, you will distribute with the other to those who carry need in their hearts. Every door opens when faith meets timing. This is the principle that governs breakthrough, the law that determines when waiting becomes receiving, when asking becomes obtaining, when seeking becomes finding. Your faith has reached the level necessary for what I am about to do. The timing has aligned with what I have been preparing. The intersection of your readiness and my provision is creating the perfect moment for the door to open. You have journeyed through seasons of development that have prepared you for destinations of deployment. You have endured periods of processing that have equipped you for moments of purpose. You have survived phases of preparation that have made you ready for seasons of manifestation. You have learned lessons in the classroom of difficulty that have graduated you to the platform of opportunity. The journey ahead will not be without challenges, but it will be with certainty of outcome. You will face new obstacles, but you will have new resources to overcome them. You will encounter new opposition, but you will possess new authority to defeat it. You will experience new levels of testing, but you will demonstrate new dimensions of faith. Your triumph will not be a quiet, private victory that no one notices. It will be a public demonstration of my faithfulness that everyone can witness. Your success will not be a temporary streak of good fortune. It will be a permanent establishment of divine favor. Your breakthrough will not be a single event that happens once. It will be the beginning of a lifestyle of breakthrough that continues happening. The blueprint I have created for your future contains details you have never imagined. It includes opportunities you have never considered. It encompasses relationships you have never expected. It involves influence you have never anticipated. It incorporates resources you have never dreamed of. It reveals purposes you have never understood. Every line on this blueprint has been drawn with precision. Every element has been positioned with intention. Every resource has been calculated with accuracy. Every timing has been coordinated with perfection. Every relationship has been selected with wisdom. Every opportunity has been designed with your specific gifts, talents, and calling in mind. What I have allocated for your success goes far beyond your current comprehension. The resources include not just material provision, but supernatural provision. Not just financial abundance, but spiritual abundance. Not just earthly opportunities, but heavenly opportunities. Not just human connections, but divine connections. Not just natural abilities, but supernatural abilities. The doors that are already being unlocked are not just doors to your personal breakthrough. They are doors to your generational breakthrough. They are not just doors to your individual success. They are doors to your family's transformation. They are not just doors to your temporary advancement. They are doors to your eternal legacy. As these doors open, you will discover that what you receive with one hand becomes the source of what you give with the other. Your blessing will become their blessing. Your provision will become their provision. Your breakthrough will become their breakthrough. Your success will become the platform for their success. This is how my kingdom operates. This is how my economy functions. This is how my family grows. Those who receive become those who give. Those who are blessed become sources of blessing. Those who experience breakthrough become agents of breakthrough for others. Every door opens when faith meets timing, and your opened door will become an opening for others to walk through. I will bless you, and you will help people. I will prosper you, and you will extend your hand to others. Your family will be your first priority, then everyone who crosses your path with sincere requests. You do not need to fear lack. Your eyes will no longer witness poverty. Forget about misery. Every need, every sadness, every disappointment has been left in the past. No one will strip away what belongs to you, but giving will become as natural to you as breathing. This is the rhythm of my kingdom. This is the cycle of my blessings. This is the pattern of my provision. I bless you so you can become a blessing. I prosper you so you can become a source of prosperity for others. I provide for you so you can become provision for those in need. I give to you so you can become a giver to those who are asking. The blessing I am about to release into your life is not just for your enjoyment, but for your employment in helping others. The prosperity that is about to flow to you is not just for your accumulation, but for your distribution to those who have need. Every single knock has been heard. Every single call has been answered, though not always in the way you expected. Every single request has been considered, weighed, and responded to, according to my perfect timing and my infinite wisdom. What you have experienced as silence was actually the sound of preparation happening behind the scenes. What you have interpreted as delay was actually the process of alignment taking place in the spiritual realm. The door you have been knocking on is not stuck. It is not broken. It is not sealed permanently. It has been locked for your protection, not your punishment. The precise moment when everything on the other side is ready to receive you has been approaching. When every element of your breakthrough is perfectly positioned. When every resource you will need is fully allocated and prepared for your arrival. Behind this door lies not just what you asked for, but what you need. Not just what you wanted, but what will transform you. Not just what you hoped for, but what will establish you. Not just what you dreamed of, but what will equip you to help others achieve their dreams. The door has been locked because what waits on the other side requires a specific level of maturity, a particular depth of character, a certain quality of faith that only comes through the process you have been walking through. You think I have not noticed your imperfections. You believe your mistakes disqualify you from receiving what you have been asking for. You carry the weight of your past failures like stones in your pockets, thinking they make you too heavy for my blessings to lift you. But what you do not understand is that perfection was never the requirement. Faith was. Persistence was. The willingness to keep believing when everything around you suggested you should stop was. I see every flaw you think disqualifies you. I know every mistake you believe makes you unworthy. I am aware of every moment when you fell short, when you said the wrong thing, when you made the wrong choice, when you trusted the wrong person, when you went the wrong direction. I have watched every time you stumbled, every time you questioned, every time you doubted, every time you wanted to give up. None of these things surprise me. None of these things disappoint me. None of these things change my love for you. What qualifies you for breakthrough is not your perfection, but your progression. What makes you worthy of answered prayer is not your flawless record, but your faithful heart. What opens doors for you is not your spotless past, but your persistent present. I do not require you to be perfect before I bless you. I require you to be willing to be perfected through the process of being blessed. Your mistakes have taught you humility. Your failures have developed your compassion. Your struggles have strengthened your faith. Your pain has deepened your capacity to help others who are hurting. Your questions have led you to seek answers. Your doubts have driven you to discover truth. Your weakness has made room for my strength to be displayed in your life. Every wrong turn you took led you to realize you needed my direction. Every relationship that failed taught you to value the relationships I have planned for your future. Every job you lost prepared you for the position I am creating specifically for you. Every disappointment you experienced cleared the way for the appointment that is coming. Every door that closed in your face was actually protection from what would have harmed you and redirection toward what will heal you. I do not look at your past and see disqualification. I look at your past and see preparation. I do not see your mistakes and feel disgust. I see your mistakes and feel compassion. I do not observe your struggles and conclude you are not ready. I observe your struggles and see evidence that you are being made ready. The very things you think make you unworthy are the things I have been using to make you worthy of what I am about to give you. The door that is about to open for you is not opening because you finally earned it. It is opening because you finally learned what you needed to learn through the process of pursuing it. You did not become perfect enough to deserve it. You became desperate enough to receive it. You did not eliminate all your flaws to qualify for it. You developed enough faith to handle it. Your name is known in my heavenly kingdom, not because of your flawless record, but because of your faithful record. The angels speak of your perseverance. They point to you as an example of what it means to hold on when letting go would be easier. They watch as you choose to pray one more time, believe one more day, hope one more moment. You are a champion from head to toe, and that truth does not change based on your circumstances. In my heavenly kingdom, your story has become legendary, not because of what you accomplished in your strength, but because of what you endured through my strength. Not because of the victories you won easily, but because of the battles you fought faithfully. Not because of the doors that opened immediately, but because of the doors you continued knocking on persistently. The angelic hosts marvel at your determination. The heavenly witnesses are inspired by your dedication. When discouragement whispered that you should quit, you chose to continue. When logic suggested that you were wasting your time, you decided to invest more time. When circumstances indicated that nothing was changing, you maintained your belief that everything was about to change. When other people advised you to give up, you resolved to gear up. When your feelings told you to walk away, you planted your feet more firmly and refused to move. This is what champions do. They do not win because they never face opposition. They win because they never surrender to opposition. They do not succeed because they never encounter obstacles. They succeed because they never allow obstacles to become permanent barriers. They do not triumph because they never experience setbacks. They triumph because they never allow setbacks to become final defeats. You have demonstrated championship character in the most challenging circumstances. You have shown championship heart when your environment provided no encouragement. You have displayed championship faith when your situation offered no evidence. You have exhibited championship hope when your experience suggested no reason for hope. You have maintained championship persistence when every indication pointed toward the impossibility of breakthrough. The angels do not speak of your champion status as something you might become someday. They speak of it as something you already are right now. They do not see potential waiting to be developed. They see reality that is already being demonstrated. They do not observe someone who could be great under the right conditions. They observe someone who is great under any conditions. Your championship is not contingent upon your circumstances improving. Your championship is confirmed by how you handle your circumstances while they remain challenging. Your victory is not proven by reaching your destination. Your victory is proven by your determination to keep moving toward your destination, regardless of how long the journey takes or how difficult the path becomes. When heaven looks at earth and searches for examples of faithfulness, persistence, courage, and unwavering trust, your name appears at the top of the list. When the angels need to encourage someone else who is struggling to hold on, they tell them about you. When newcomers to heaven need to understand what it means to live by faith and not by sight, they are shown recordings of your journey. There are few like you in this world, you who understand that the door I am preparing to open for you is worth every moment you have spent waiting. Few who recognize that the process of persistent prayer is not just about getting what you want, but about becoming who you need to be to handle what I am about to give you. You have been shaped by the waiting. You have been refined by the persistence. You have been prepared by the prayers. Most people give up after the first few attempts. They knock a few times, hear no immediate response, and conclude that no one is home. They call out briefly, receive no instant answer, and assume no one is listening. They ask once or twice, see no immediate results, and decide that asking is useless. They interpret delay as denial, silence as rejection, process as punishment. But you have understood something that escapes most people. You have grasped a truth that eludes most believers. You have recognized a principle that most seekers never discover. You have realized that the door itself is not just a barrier to breakthrough, but a pathway to transformation. The knocking is not just about getting through the door, but about developing the strength and character needed to handle what awaits on the other side. Each knock has made your hands stronger. Each call has made your voice more confident. Each prayer has made your heart more dependent on me and less dependent on your own understanding. Each moment of waiting has taught you patience. Each period of silence has developed your ability to trust. Each season of delay has increased your capacity to appreciate what is coming. You have not just been asking for things to change, you have been allowing yourself to be changed through the asking. You have not just been seeking solutions to your problems, you have been growing into the solution to other people's problems. You have not just been knocking on doors for your own benefit, you have been developing into someone who will open doors for others. The person who began knocking on this door is not the same person who is about to walk through it. The individual who started this journey of persistent prayer is not the individual who is about to receive the answer. The believer who first approached this threshold in desperation is not the believer who is about to cross it in confidence. You have been transformed in the process of pursuing transformation. Your faith has been purified like gold in fire. Your character has been strengthened like steel under pressure. Your love has been deepened like roots during drought. Your understanding has been clarified like vision after healing. Your purpose has been refined like a master craftsman perfects his work. Your heart has been enlarged like a container being prepared to hold more than it has ever held before. What I am about to give you requires someone with your level of perseverance. What I am about to entrust to you demands someone with your depth of commitment. What I am about to release through you necessitates someone with your quality of faithfulness. What I am about to accomplish in your life calls for someone with your degree of surrender. The door could not open until you became the person capable of walking through it responsibly. Few people are willing to undergo this level of preparation. Few people are willing to endure this depth of processing. Few people are willing to persist through this extent of testing. Few people are willing to continue trusting when trust becomes difficult. Keep believing when belief becomes challenging. Remain hopeful when hope seems foolish. Stay faithful when faithfulness appears pointless. I need you to keep moving forward without losing heart. Others are watching your journey. They see how you handle disappointment. They observe how you respond to delay. They notice whether your faith grows stronger or weaker when the answer takes longer than expected. Your example is guiding many to my truth. Your testimony is becoming their hope. Your breakthrough will become their blueprint. You may not realize it, but your persistent knocking has been creating a sound that others can hear. Your faithful calling has been generating an echo that reaches hearts you have never met. Your unwavering asking has been producing a testimony that is spreading to places you have never been. People are watching how you navigate this season of waiting, and your response is becoming their reference point for how to handle their own seasons of delay. There is someone who was about to give up on prayer until they saw your persistence. There is someone who was ready to stop believing until they witnessed your faith. There is someone who was prepared to walk away from their dreams until they observed your determination. There is someone who was convinced that God does not answer prayers until they watched you continue to pray despite apparent silence. Your consistency in approaching my throne has given others permission to approach. Your boldness in knocking on my door has encouraged others to find their own doors to knock on. Your courage to keep asking has inspired others to begin asking. Your refusal to give up has prevented others from giving up. Your demonstration of faith has sparked faith in hearts that had grown cold. When your door opens, it will not just be your personal victory. It will be a corporate victory for everyone who has been watching, waiting, wondering if persistence really pays off. When your prayers are answered, it will not just be your individual testimony. It will be a collective confirmation that I still hear, I still care, I still respond, I still move on behalf of those who trust in me. The enemy has been working overtime to convince people that prayer is pointless, that faith is futile, that persistence is foolishness, that hope is hollow. He has been spreading lies about my character, my availability, my willingness to intervene, my desire to bless my children. But your example has been dismantling his deception. Your testimony has been destroying his propaganda. Every day that you continue to believe, despite delayed answers, is a day that his lies lose power. Every moment that you maintain hope despite difficult circumstances is a moment that his discouragement tactics fail. Every instance that you choose faith over fear, trust over doubt, persistence over surrender, is an instance that his strategy of defeat is defeated. You are not just fighting for your own breakthrough. You are fighting for the breakthrough of everyone who needs to see that breakthrough is possible. You are not just standing for your own victory. You are standing for the victory of everyone who needs to know that victory is attainable. You are not just believing for your own miracle, you are believing for the miracle that will convince others that miracles still happen. This is why I need you to keep moving forward without losing heart. This is why your perseverance matters so much. This is why your persistence is so important. You are carrying more than your own hopes and dreams. You are carrying the hopes and dreams of people who have been tempted to give up. You are representing more than your own faith. You are representing the faith of people who have been struggling to believe. When you finally walk through your door, you will not be walking alone. You will be leading a procession of people who learned from your example, who were encouraged by your testimony, who were strengthened by your perseverance, who were inspired by your faith. Your breakthrough will break through barriers in other people's lives. Your victory will create momentum for other people's victories. The love I have for you is about to become more evident in the coming days. I have always been demonstrating it, but now you will feel me closer than ever before. You will experience my presence in ways that leave no doubt about my reality, my power, my sovereignty. Your life and your family rest securely in my hands. The same trust you have shown up to this point will carry you into what comes next. But this time, you will be walking and sometimes running with your head held high, because you will know with certainty that your Father in heaven is real. My love for you has never wavered, never diminished, never been conditional on your performance or dependent on your perfection. But I understand that there have been moments when you questioned whether I truly cared, whether I was truly listening, whether I was truly involved in the details of your life. Step through and discover what I have been building for you all along. Step through and embrace the destiny that has been calling your name. Step through and receive the abundance that has been prepared specifically for you. Step through and walk into the fullness of everything I have planned for your life. Step through, my faithful champion, and let your persistent faith be graciously rewarded with abundant, faithful provision. Amen. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear these words today. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing. God is opening doors for those who have been faithfully knocking. Your persistence in prayer is not going unnoticed. The door you have been waiting for is about to swing wide open, revealing blessings beyond what you could have imagined. Trust in His timing, for it is always perfect. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it is here. Every door opens when faith meets timing, and your moment has arrived. Step through with confidence, knowing that your faithful knocking has been rewarded with faithful opening.